Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to covering JavaScript objects complete tutorial beyond the basic. So it contains topic about how you can create JavaScript object, how to work with object, how to access data in object, how to create object with nested data, how to work with object and how to access data using for loop, how to use object destructor, how to use spread operator in object, how you can create dynamic key name objects and how you can use this keyword inside object and how you can create a function inside object, and lots of things come in this tutorial. And also if you are new to channel, please subscribe our channel Supercoders to keep updated with lots of content of JavaScript, Python, Android and much more topics. So let's get started. So first here you see I created a simple HTML file with a heading text and simple message in JavaScript console. So let's see how I create this file. So back to VS Code, and here you can see I created a simple HTML file which contain a message in heading tag and it contain a JavaScript file which is linked with this HTML page. Now let's open this JS advanced object. So open this page and you can see it contains a simple message in console which is printing in console. Now let's get started and work on this our tutorial. After that, let's see how I can create objects. So simply where. Now where, after that you need to give a variable name. So here I am giving like object food. After that, let's create an empty object. So you can use expression of curly braces to create an object. Currently you can see it is creating an empty object. If I run, click enter and let's access object food, and you can see it is showing empty and it is showing proto objects. Currently you can see it's empty object. Now let's see how we can add some data with key and value in objects. Generally we can use objects for adding key and values pairs. So now let's create a object with key and value. After that, let's add some data with key and value. So again same line. Now let's add some data like food, then name and value pizza. You can see I created a simple object with key name and value pizza. You can see name is property or you can call it key and pizza is a value which is in string. After that, let's add multiple key name or property name or key value. So you can add multiple by adding comma, then give next object name. So here I want to give key name like or property name like price. Then here you need to add a value. So simply first colon. After that you need to set the value. So I want to set value in integer format. Currently you can see I added value in string. Now let's see example of integer. So here adding integer value like 200. Now you can see first key name and value pizza. Again next key name price and value pizza. After that, let's add one more property. So like rating, and this time I am going to add property value like in floating point number. So simply add like 4.5. Now let's add one more property. So let's see like is available, and here I am passing value in true or false which is boolean data. So let's add true, and you can see I created a simple object with key name and value pizza. Again new key name price which rating is 200, then rating 4.5 which is floating number and is available which is true. So in this way you can create an object with some data types like string, integer, floating and boolean. Now let's access this object. So object food, enter, and you can see you can access the objects all data. Now let's see how you can access the single data. So you can simply access single object data by object dot. Now here you need to pass the property name. You can see it contain name, price, rating and available. So let's see how you can access this value. So you can access like dot name, and you can see you can access the pizza. Also you can access price. So let's see price. Also you can access rating. So in this way you can create an object, you can access the value of object. Now let's see how you can update the value of object. So simply object food dot rating equal to 4.5. Currently you can see its rating is 4.5. Now you want to update the rating. So simply object dot rating equal to 5. Click enter. After that let's access again dot rating. So you can see its value get updated. So in this way you can create object, you can read the all values of object, you can access the single value of object, you can update the value of object. Also let's add another key which is not exist in this data, like this object rating dot. Then let's add key like made within equal to 10 minutes. Enter, and you can see this is set in object food. Now if you access object food, you can see new data has been added. So in this way you can add a new key to objects. You can see here I added a key made within. Now let's see how you can delete a key. So suppose that I want to delete this rating. So you can delete the key by using delete, and here pass object food, then pass the property name. So here I want to delete rating, pass it, click enter. After that you can see it's deleted. If I try to again delete it, it will return true. And if I try to access again, you can see rating has been removed. So in this way you can create objects, you can access all the value of objects, you can access single value of object, whether it is number, integer, floating point or boolean data. Also you can add one more or multiple key in objects, and also you can delete key from objects. So these are the basics of objects. For now just do one more thing, copy all this and writing in my VS Code. So let's do it. So I am doing it fastly, so I don't need time. So simply copy it. Now here all done. I write this all information in this JS file, so you can use this file for using or testing purpose when downloading from GitHub. Now here you can see everything is written in file. Earlier I showed you practical example in console, but later I write this in VS Code. Again back to Chrome, refresh page, and you can see same way it's working again. Now after that let's move to our next topic. Now let's create a object with function. So let's see, first clear the console and let's create an object with function. So again same way, create an object of food like this, and here I want to add a function. So simply again comma and create a function. Let's add a function like full name colon giving function. You can see in this way I can create, or you can create a function in object. This is very simple. Key name function function parenthesis, then function body. So in this way you can create a function. Now here I want to return some data to user when calling this function from object. So simply like return extra large pizza with ID 1 or anything. Now semicolon and click enter. Now let's see, again access this object. So object food, click enter. Let's open this object and you can see it's showing function. If I open this, it's showing function name and some method in function. For now let's close this and call this method. So simply object food dot, you can see full name. If I run this, it's showing function data and function body, but I want to call this function. So simply object food dot full name and call this function like this, adding parenthesis. So in this way you can call the method or function which is inside the object. You can see if I call, it return the data which I am returning from function. So in this way you can create a function inside object and also call this function using method. So also add this in our file. So simply copy this back to VS Code. Let's add it, object with functions. Now here console.log object food, and here calling the function which is inside object. So you can call this function by this way, call it by key name and add parenthesis. Let's paste the code, or console.log, paste it, save it, again back to Chrome, refresh page. You can see it's working. So in this way you can add a function in object and call this function from objects also. Now back to VS Code and let's work on new method or new example. So let's see. Now here again back to Chrome. Let's create a, now let's see a simple example of JSON versus JavaScript objects. So currently if you know about JavaScript object, which is same as JSON, but JSON only allow string, number and boolean data. It will not allow function or anything special types. So it will only allow simple data. So let's see what is the difference between JSON and JavaScript objects. So here let's see, where JSON data equal to name, first name, or add this inside simple string. So here I am creating a JSON string like this, super coders, after that channel, YouTube. So this is simple JSON data. You can see it is simple JSON data. It will not allow a function. If I add function like this, you can see adding a function like call data, or you can add call data like this. Click enter. You can see I created a simple JSON data with function, but I think it will not work. If I try to convert this string JSON data into JSON data, so let's see what actually happened. Let's see, where JSON obj equal to JSON dot parse. So JSON dot parse is a method for converting a JSON string into JSON object. So let's see what happens if I try to convert JSON data into JSON object. So pass JSON data, click enter, and you can see it's showing error. If I click on this, it's showing error on this called data. So you can't use function inside JSON objects. So that is the difference between JSON objects and JavaScript objects. So you can't use function inside JavaScript JSON object, but you can create function in JavaScript object. Now after that, let's see again. If I try to create this function in JavaScript object, it will work. So simply copy this and here where JSON obj equal to like this, click enter, and you can see unexpected string. If I click again on this, you can see it's showing error here. So instead of this, let's convert it, remove it and remove it, and also remove this, click enter, close it. You can see I created a function in JavaScript object, but here is the syntax error. I think that's why it's not working. So just copy this again and try again. Let's see. Delete this comma or closing and close it here. Enter and let's store it. So you can see it is still not parsing. So after fixing the syntax error, it is still not parsing. So that's why I'm saying you can't use function inside JavaScript JSON objects, but you can use function inside JavaScript objects. You can see here I created the same way, but it will work. Again, if I try to use another way like this, let's remove this, remove it, enter and parse it again. You can see still it's not working. So that's why I'm saying you can't use function inside JSON objects, but you can use function in JavaScript objects. So that is the difference between JavaScript object and JSON objects. Now let's clear it and again click up, and here you can see I created this object, but I use double quotes, but still you can use this like JSON object. If I print this, you can see it is converted into name object. So JavaScript actually do what? It convert the JSON data into JavaScript object, but only convert string, name, value and number data, not the function data. If I create again it, so let's see, again create this without function, let's create without function and again parse it. You can see it's working. So that is the simple difference between JavaScript object and JSON. You can use simple types of data in JavaScript JSON objects like string, number, boolean and floating point number, but in JavaScript objects you can use number, string, function or any kinds of data which you want to use in JavaScript objects. For now, just copy this and paste in our VS Code. So copy all this or paste here. Let's print it. So console.log JSO object. Also adding comment here. So here I write this for you. Now let's work on next topic or next tutorial. Let's see. So back to Chrome and clear it again, and let's create an object for food. So let's copy this food object. Again copy this food object, back to Chrome, paste it, copy it, back to Chrome, paste it, click enter. Now let's see if I write object food dot name. So currently you can access this way, but there is also another way you can access this object's value, like this object food, then square bracket. After that, let's pass the key name, so name, and you can see you can access this value. So you can also use this way to access the value of JavaScript objects. So generally we can use this way, like sometimes we are passing extra space or extra types of data in our JavaScript objects. Suppose that we are passing data like full space name. So in this case, if I try to create this object, it's showing error. So how you can create this object like this space or special character? So you can use double quote, click enter, and you can see our object has been created. If I try to access again, access it, print it. After that, how you can access this full name? If I try to access object food dot full name, you can see it will showing error. So in this situation, you can use a square bracket way to access this data of pizza or full name. So let's see, simply remove this dot, then double quotes, and enter. So in this case, you need this square bracket to access the value of pizza or access the key name. So we can use square bracket when key name contain space, symbol, or dash, or anything like special character. So in that case, you can use this way to access the data of objects. Let's add this in comment. So back to VS Code. Save it, back to Chrome, refresh page. You can see pizza is accessed using square bracket. Now let's work on next example. Now back to Chrome. Now let's see one more thing. Here if you see this heading, it is object. If I try to access this like where h1 equal to document dot query selector h1. If I type h1, you can see I can access this h1, but if I try to use some styling like style dot background color, you can see red or red. You can see I use this styling property h1 dot object style dot background red, but here you can see background color is different types of key. Means here in CSS if you see it's showing background color. So how you can set these types of value, like in CSS how you can set the property, but in JavaScript you don't know about the object property of CSS. So you can also use this key name by using double quotes or square bracket. So simply copy this. So you want to set this styling of CSS style. So you want to set the property of CSS using JavaScript, but want to use as a CSS properties, not as a JavaScript property. If here you see here in CSS property it should be background color, but here in JavaScript it is represented by background color. So you want to set the value in using CSS property. So you can set this by using again same way, simply remove everything, again square bracket, and here pass this CSS property. No need to pass this JavaScript property. So here I'm passing background color again equal to blue. So this is very good or very usable when you don't know about the property name in JavaScript. You can use this CSS style property using square bracket to set the property in your HTML pages. So let's add this in VS Code also. Now here I write this in code so you understand everything better. You can see if you don't know about CSS property in JavaScript, you can use the CSS property of default CSS property by using square bracket and simply pass this square and simply pass the CSS property using square bracket and set this value. Now let's again var print it and set this style. So back to Chrome, copy this also, setting red background using JS CSS property. Background using CSS way property name and copy this. So in this way you can use this style property of CSS also. If you don't know about JS property, save it, back to Chrome, refresh page, you can see it's working. And you want to use object with key name like numbers. So here if you see, let's back to VS Code and again copy the same objects, back to Chrome, paste it, and here want to use key name as a number. So you can also use key name as a number here. So simply add like 1 and set the value like my 2, set the value 3, super coders, enter. You can see I created the object name with string key name, but here I also added the key name as a number. See, if I print it, object food, you can see I created the object name with number key. If I want to access object food dot 1, you can see you can't access this way, so you need to use square bracket 1, 2, 3. If I use double quotes, you can see still it's working. So in this way you can use number as a key name also. If you want, you can use number as a key name also. Now also copy this in VS Code. So simply copy it, save it, back to Chrome, refresh page. You can see I can access the value of my using num key 1, so it is working. Now here one more thing you can notice, that like this, where name equal to food name, and here where food obj equal to name and here setting value like pizza. So remember this is not a variable, this is the object property. If you think it will work as a food name, it will not work. If I try again, console.log food object, save it, back to Chrome, refresh page, you can see it is using as a name, not as a food name. So remember this, when you want to set dynamic property of or key name, it will not work as a like this. You can see here I set name, so this will not take this key name. If you want to use dynamic key name like this, so for setting dynamic key name in objects, so you can use this way like this, food object, so copy it, paste it, and here you need to use square bracket, so it must be enclosed inside square bracket. Again I print it, back to Chrome, refresh page, and you can see this time it is taking as a food name. So remember this, when you want to set a dynamic property of dynamic key name, you need to use square bracket and pass the variable name. So here for setting dynamic key using variable, you must need to enclose variable side square bracket. Save it, save it. So remember this, when you want to set a dynamic key, you can use square bracket and set the value. In this way you can use dynamic key name. You can see this example here. First is using simple name, but it will take as a name property, and in second I am using a variable name and passing as a dynamic key, and it is working as a dynamic key. So remember this, how you can set a dynamic key. Also there is another way you can use like this. Let's see another way. So simply create a food where food object and make it empty. After that food object and pass the key name, food or name, and pass the value pizza. Again print it, save it, back to Chrome, refresh page, you can see it is working. So if you don't want to use this way, you can also use this way by making an empty object and set this value. Now let's see how you can access all the key value of objects using for loop. Let's see how you can access all the data of objects using key value. So again back to VS Code and clear the console. Let's create an empty object. So here this is the empty object, and you want to access all the data of this object using key value using for loop. So let's see, for where key in object food. After that you want to access all the data, so simply console.log and here pass object food, then pass the key and click enter, and you can see you can access all the value of objects. So in this way you can use for loop to access all the value of object. You can also use it to access the key name. So let's see, if you want to access key is key value click enter, and you can see key is 1 and value is my, key is 2, value is name, key is 3, value is supercoders, key is name and value is pizza. So in this way you can also use for loop to access the value from key, means how you can access all the key and value using for loop. Now copy all this and add in a VS Code. So copy this back to VS Code, access all the key and value of objects using for in loop, paste it, save it, back to Chrome, refresh page, you can see it is working. So back to VS Code again. Now let's see next example, how you can create objects inside objects, means chaining the objects. So let's see what is chaining object. So back to Chrome, clear the console, let's see where, or copy the same object name. So let's copy the same object of previous, enter it, and you want to use chaining. So let's see how you can use objects inside objects. So again, which is also known as nested object. So here I want to use a nested object. So let's see size and make it object, and first object I am using big, type big, price 200, and let's make it array. So you can use multiple objects, copy it again, paste it again, 300, small, large 400. Now click enter. Now here you can see I created a nested object. So let's see what happened if I print. You can see if I open this, it's showing size which contain array, and inside this it contain an object. So in this way you can create a nested objects and you want to access this data. So simply let's see object food dot size. Now you can access the array data. So currently you can access array data, but you want to access other data. Let's access first data. So passing 0 from array, then want to access other data like type. So type, and in this way you can access the nested objects. You can also use, currently I saw the example of how you can use nested array object. You can also access simply object like this. If you want to use simple like name and make it nested object. First pizza, last cheese. So in this way you can create a simple nested object. And here I created an example of array nested object, means object with array and objects. Now let's access the data. So simply access like first name. So you can access object food, then want to access name first. So dot name, then you want to access first name or last name. So simply again dot first, and you can access the pizza. So in this way you can use nested object also in JavaScript objects. Here you can see I added a first name and last name as a nested object, and here I use size as a nested object. You can also use this size like this or change it to price. You can see it's working. So remember this price is not same as this price, because this is the parent object's key and this is the child object key or nested object key. Now also write this inside VS Code. So again copy this, pasting in. So here I write all this in VS Code so you can better understand for learning. Now here you want to use nested object, so simply again console.log, so object push. Now here first we need to access what, which is name. So first simply pass dot name and you want to access last name, so simply pass last. Save it, back to Chrome, refresh page, and you can see cheese. So in this way you can access the nested object in JavaScript object. Here you can see last is cheese, which is nested object inside name. First object food dot name dot last. So in this way you can use multiple objects and multiple nested objects to use it and access the data. Also, if you learn about this JavaScript object with nested data, it is very useful when you are working with Mongo database, because in Mongo database you need to work on JSON data and everything is working with nested data or array. Now let's see next example how you can use spread operator to copy objects in JavaScript. So let's see. So first let's see what is the usage of spread operator, why you need to use spread operator to copy data of object. So here first let's create an object. So back to VS Code and copy this same object, again back to VS Code, again back to Chrome. Now clear it and paste your object. Simply click enter. Now if I try to access object food, and you can see it's working. But if I add one more object like object food, let's make it 2 and assign value object food, enter. And if I access object to food, you can see it's printing same value which contained in object food. But if I change value to object food like dot name equal to pizza 1, and if I access object 2, you can see both value get updated. So in this situation you want to use only data. So here in this situation I only assign object food in object food 2, but instead of copy the data, it copies the also reference. So when I do changes in object food 2 or object food 1, it will get updated in both the object because it's get connected to reference. So in this situation you want only data, not the reference. Means if you want to update data, it will not get updated in object food. So in this situation you can use spread operator to copy the data of object. So here I show it how it work, but now let's see how it will work when using spread operator. So let's see again. Instead of make direct assigning, assign it using spread operator. So for spread operator, enclose this inside braces. After that variable starting pass 3 dot. So in this way you can make a spread operator and assign value to object food 2. But let's see what happened if I assign, click enter. Now when I update data, if I see data object food and open object food 2, you can see both data are showing same. But if I change data in object food dot name equal to pizza, click enter, and if I access again object food and object food 2, and you can see both value are different. So using this spread operator, it copies only data, not the reference. So that is the advantage of using spread operator. when you want to copy some data or extract data and store in another variable, you can use spread operator to copy the data only. Here you can see it's not get updated in object food2. And if I again update it to object food.name equal to pizza 3, enter, and if I check it, you can see it's showing pizza 3, and if I check object food, you can see it's showing pizza. So that is the advantage of spread operator. You can use it as a copy of data. Also you can use spread operator to update the value also. Suppose that you want to copy the data but want to change rating. So let's see, here I am copying the data like this and want to change the data of rating to 4.5 to 5. So simply pass comma, then pass the key name, rating, and pass the value, enter, and if I check object food, it's showing 4.5, and if I check object 2, you can see it's showing value 5. So in this way you can copy the data of object food and also update the value with some new value or add some new value. If value exists, it's get updated. If value not exist, it will add a new key. So in this way you can use spread operator to copy the data in another object, work on our JS file. So copy this and adding into JavaScript file. So simply copy it. Now here paste spread operator code. Also change the here, paste it, save it, let's make it 2, save it, back to Chrome, refresh page, and here if you see it's showing pizza, do some comment here. Console.log before any date. After update, and here update data after spread operator. Save it again, back to Chrome, refresh page. Now you can see before any update it's showing same data, after update it's get update in both, but after data update data after spread operator, you can see I change in picture 2 but it not get updated in object data 2. So that is the advantage of spread operator. It's not get update in both difference. It will work only in simple, and if you use reference means assigning the direct value, it's get update in both objects. Now let's check next example, which is object destructor. So let's see what is object destructor. Suppose that I have key. Let's see, copy this object. So come to top, copy all the data, come to Chrome, paste it, enter. Suppose that I have object and want to access all the key value using its variable. So you can use object destructor. Like here you want to extract name, price, rating, and is available. So let's see how we can extract all the data using object destructor. So simply var, then is braces, and here pass name, price, rating is available, or let's access only name and price. So here I am extracting name and price from object, then object food, enter. Now if I print name, you can see it's printing pizza. So in this way you can extract data from object using object destructor. So this is expression of object destructor. Remember this will only work when this key exists in object. If it not exists, let's see what happened. If not exists, like OPP anything, if I access OPP, you can see it's showing undefined. So it will only work if this key name and price exist in object. So remember this. Now one more thing, if you want to access only one value or two value and want to access other value as an object, so let's see how you can do this. So like see, I want to access name and price in name and price variable and want to access other data in other object. So let's see other obj. So instead of this, you have to use rest operator here, past rest operator. Now click enter. Okay, here triple dot. Now enter and let's check. Now if I print value again, name, you can access pizza. If I access price, you can access price. But if I access other object, so let's see what it contain, and you can see it contain all the other object which are not extracted. So in this way you can use object destructor to extract all the data from object. Here you can see I extract name, price and other data I access in other object using rest operator. Now let's copy this code and paste in our JS file, so it will run from our file. So back to VS Code and here now save it, back to Chrome, refresh page. You can see it's working. You can access the name, price and other data access in rest operator. Now let's check if you want to check does key exist in object or not. So back to Chrome, let's check key exists in object or not. So suppose that I want to check like this. First create a variable and I want to check it contain full name or not. So you can use if full name in object food, console.log yes else console.log no. So let's make it very clear. Now let's check it's working or not. So you can see it print no because full name is not inside object food. If I try name, enter, you can see it is working. So in this way you can check does object contain key name or not. Then you can use the another value or another method. Let's copy this and add in our VS Code. Check key exist in object. Let's copy this, paste it, also copy this, paste it and paste it, save it, back to Chrome, refresh page. You can see no and yes because full name is not, because full name is not exist, but name is exist. Now let's check last example which is using this method. So let's see use of this in object. This keyword in object. Now let's check this example. So back to Chrome, clear the console. Now let's see how you can use this keyword inside object. So suppose that I have object like this, so copy it. Let's copy the object data, copy it, back to Chrome, paste it, and I'm going to create a function. So like full details, and here adding a function. So function, after that you want to return full detail, so return name, and want to access this name, so you need to use this dot name. Again you want to access price, so you can use this dot price. Now enter, and if I access object food, you can see it's showing full details. If I call it, so in this way you can use this keyword to access the current object data also. It is very useful when working with object and creating function inside object. So I cover many topics in this tutorial. I hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Please like our video and subscribe our channel.